You're fired.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
Get out of our group.
Go.
All right, howdy. What's up, Fallout players, YouTube community? Right now, you're tuned into Radiation Kings. We're a new podcast. Fingers crossed this isn't going to be a shit show. And for everybody else out there who may be familiar with the idea of Fallout podcast, you may have heard of a little YouTuber named Al Chessbreach. So before we get any hate spewing our way, if you would have the audacity to ask if this is a ripoff, then you'd be dead on the money, because that's exactly what it is. But you know, flattery is the greatest form of imitation, they say. I made that up. Well, I didn't, but it was backwards. I don't care. So my name is Sharon. You can reach me at Sharon is Karen. I'm on Instagram and the Twitter machine. So yeah, let's go on and introduce everybody else.
I am Taylor. You can reach me on Instagram at Fallout_is_love_.
Don't have to do the underscore.
I'm Mike. You can reach me on Instagram and Twitter at enclave_hellfire.
Damn.
Don't you hate on the underscores?
I'm McLovin, and you can reach me at the Enclave, a Soldier's Tale, all underscores, since those.
I'm Fallout Universe. It's pretty straightforward.
No underscores.
You can't reach anywhere.
We're such trash.
You probably know me if you're watching this podcast.
Oh yeah, you've got big opinions of yourself.
Yeah.
A big man.
Alright guys, and last but not least, I was added to this little group last, but my name... Oh shit, thanks. Anyway, my name is Fallout Archives. You can find me on Instagram at Fallout Archives, no underscores. So
Fallout Archives is the queer of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, shots fired.
Transgender, everybody.
Happy podcasting. All right, so you guys know us a little bit, but now you're going to know us a little bit more. We're going to play
Sadly.
a little game that apparently only us dirty New Jerseyans know how to play the right way, which is two truths and a lie. And I decided I don't want to go first. So Taylor, we're gonna start with you.
This is not how it was planned, you trash can.
There's mutiny right now.
So she's gonna read two truths and one lie, and we're gonna try to figure out which one is the lie.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I feel awkward. Go. Okay. Whatever. Okay, my first one is I had sex with Fisto 17 times in one playthrough.
Damn.
My second one is I made Chief Hanlon commit suicide so I could get his gun. My third one is I didn't give Janet the boomer gear and watched her die in a horrible fiery explosion.
The last two are true. The first one.
I think it's number one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you are right.
Yeah.
I just don't think she would have counted exactly 17
Yeah, exactly
times.
17 times. That's like an odd number to count.
You just wanted an excuse to talk about Fisto.
Yes.
That's it.
Very much.
He holds a
Alluding
special
to
place
the
in all
future.
of us.
Oh my god, my...
Oh god. See,
Alright,
the
so
fun thing is, I actually wasn't even paying attention to what it was. Everyone said one, so I was like, no, I'll do one. That's the kind of person I am.
Alright, well.
Oh my
Alright, Sharon,
god.
it's your turn.
Oh my god, my dogs. I can't...
I want to go last, guys, because I'm
I'll go now.
Alright.
Alright, so mine are pretty bad. So the first one is I have seen hardcore Fallout porn more than once. I've looked up hardcore Fallout porn more than once. To
Probably true.
Because you
That
all know
is-
I've seen that.
Well,
this
When
group.
Fallout 3 came out, I said it was a really shitty game.
I
And then,
bet that's
I've
true.
installed multiple sex mods and I've used them many times.
The
Number three is the
lie
lie.
is
I
that...
think it's the third one.
I'm gonna say number 2.
Number 3.
Crazy.
Yeah, number 3 is the lie.
Okay.
Oh god.
I was like, watched Fallout porn, and then installed sex mods. I was like, it's
Yep.
got to be the thinking it was shitty.
No, I thought Fallout 3 was shitty when it came out,
Okay. So I'll go now.
but I was like 6.
My first one is I purposely killed dog meat in my first time playing Fallout 3. My second one is
Wow.
I shot my dad.
His actual dad.
Yesterday and dragged my
Not
body
James,
across
his
the
actual
wasteland.
dad.
And my third one is in New Vegas, I made a personal mod that allowed male characters to wear dresses and proceed to run around the wasteland with me, Niner, and Jerry McGoolberry, kill things with knives while wearing the dresses for the hell of it.
That sounds beautiful.
Venture out and say number 3. That was a long fucking one.
I'm gonna say number 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
you
I'm
could
gonna go
probably
number 1.
do that at number. You could probably do number 3 anyways. I'm gonna go number 1 as well.
Number 2.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
see?
It was my first time making mods, and I was like, dude, there's no dress mod.
Jeez.
okay.
These are just getting worse.
Alright, I'll go then. Alright, my first one is I never used Sharon as a companion.
I never used them.
Neither did
My
I.
second one is that Point Lookout was my favorite experience in any Fallout game. And then my third one is I completed an entire full game of New Vegas using only a police baton, calling myself the Penal Punisher.
I feel like the first one is a lie, and then the other two are real.
I feel like it's the second one. It's
So
Point Lookout was
conflicted.
good, but I can definitely see you being the penile Punisher.
Really? I'm gonna be the lone vote for Penile Punisher. All right.
No,
so-
he totally was the penal punisher. I know it.
I don't. That just doesn't seem universe style to me. But I mean, I've been
so
wrong
official.
on basically all the rest of these. So
I'm gonna go with number 3.
okay.
Yeah,
cool.
it was number 3.
Yeah.
yes.
That's good.
God.
But I've never used Sharon as companion.
Neither have I.
Neither
Fox
have I.
Master Race. Sharon does like some disgusted sound.
So he was my favorite companion besides Dogmeat. I hated Falkies.
All right. I guess I'll go ahead and go. Let's see. Number 1, I have killed Sharon in every Fallout 3 playthrough that I've ever done.
I feel like that's true.
So much
That's
hate.
true.
Number 2, Colin Moriarty is my favorite NPC in Fallout 3.
That's gotta be true.
That's bullshit.
And my
Seems like him.
favorite faction is Riley's Rangers.
No, that is his favorite faction. I know that.
Number 1.
Number 2.
Number 1.
Number 1.
It is totally Colin Moriarty.
Yes.
Number 2.
What? He has the best accent.
I've been right each time.
You fucker. I'll tell you where
He
your
is a
dad
badass. I will say, he's a total
You
badass.
sucking on your mom's teats.
But no.
I killed him.
Alright, Sharon, your turn.
All right. Cool. Okay. So first one is that in Fallout 3, Dukov was my favorite character.
That's true. I'm pretty sure you've said that before.
My second one is the one time that I played New Vegas on my friend's computer. I used a mod where there's a mini nuke inside of Cass, and whenever there's something stupid that she says, I have a little detonator and I can just blow her up. But the best part is that she continuously respawns, so every time something stupid comes out. And then my third one is that I've never actually beat New Vegas.
You've beaten
So-
New Vegas. I know you have.
I think it's number
Number
I think
2.
it's number 1.
I'm gonna say 3, just because I'm gonna be that person.
Yeah, I think it's 3.
I think it's number 1.
I think it's 3 or 2.
It's number 2.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah,
Played New Vegas on
Aha.
my computer.
I was right each time
you
again.
fled.
And yeah,
Fun.
I've done every single side quest, but I've never actually done the final battle in New Vegas. I did everything up into it, but like my one character had so much that I didn't even save and then do it and then reload. I wanted to finish everything before I did the final battle, so have not done yet that yet.
Have not done that yet. Have not yet done that.
Now.
Oh wait, I was wrong,
That's good.
wasn't I? Damn it.
I don't even remember. All right, cool. So we're going to be moving on to our second segment now. And you guys know what time it is. It's time to hear what grinds your gears. So this is basically our segment where we're just going to bitch and complain.
We just shit on everything.
Yep. No one is safe, nothing is sacred. Those are the only things for this segment. So I just wanted to kick it off with sort of what's been a little bit of a touchy subject, starting some sparks inside the Fallout community and beyond. The fact that both consoles, the Xbox One and the PS4, are going to be able to use PC mods in just regular console gameplay. So
Xbox.
is that grinding anybody's gears? I think it's grinding somebody's, I heard, but not sure.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So, for me personally, it bugs me a little bit. I've been a part of the Fallout modding community for, I would say it's probably 7 or 8 years, somewhere in there. But I've been a part of that community, and I've been very adamant of protecting that and kind of taking care of your own,
preserving it.
Yeah. And it's a special thing. I've put a lot of personal investment into it. I've spent a lot of money on a computer to, allow me to actually build the mods, play them, however I feel that I should go about playing Fallout. But my whole thing is, I think the idea of PC modding it's so selective to the person doing it, because you put in a lot of effort, and just giving that to anybody,
You basically mean just giving that to dirty, squealing 13-year-old COD players who pick up a copy of Fallout 4 for the first time. Xbox One. That's what I think you're trying to get across. And the dogs killed Francesco in his prime. They ran him down.
We can go ahead and talk about why we don't agree with that while he's gone, so he can't defend himself.
Perfect. Strike him while he's down.
I don't necessarily agree with that, because, if it's like allowing console players to have mods, it's just increasing the availability of Fallout to more people. And that's really what you want in the community, is to have the games available to more people.
Yeah, and I feel like people who play it who don't normally have a PC, they're going to play it on Xbox and be like, oh, mods are fun to play with. And then they're going to be like, if I like this, maybe I could make one of my own. They'll go get a computer or something and, upload one to the Nexus and make their own mods.
If you're not willing to share your mods with other people, what's the point of making mods in the first place? Like, that's the whole point.
To be racist.
True.
I never share my mod.
But to play Deathclaw's advocate on this. That's the lamest thing I've ever said. With the same logic, someone could pick up a copy of Fallout 4 and they could find that they really like laser rifles, and then now we have little kids, and they're like, wow, laser rifles are fun. I might run out and get my own. And we have little kids with laser rifles.
I also feel like people are going to be like douchebags, be like, this game is too hard, and it's created a model weapon where it just it does 8,000 damage. It's like,
you mean good. The half of all mods that exist?
Yeah, and I wonder how they're going to work that in with achievements, because if you start modding, I don't think you should be able to get achievements.
There he is. There's the man of the hour.
Sweet Jesus.
We just shit on you while you were gone.
We've been beating you down.
I appreciate that. Anyway, what was said while I was gone? I don't even know where it left or whatever. So
we were just saying that
you said they killed you.
They were beating you while you were down.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's cool.
Your trap dude just batoned you.
They were penile. What was it?
We were penile punishing you.
Cool.
I'm now.
But we were talking about
Fallout. That's named the Penile Punisher. Just.
That should be a character in Fallout 4.
What we were talking about specifically, though, was that allowing console gamers to have access to mods just increases the availability of the Fallout games and universe to more people. Because now people are going to be more inclined to buy Fallout. If they don't have a good PC to run it necessarily, they're going to be more inclined to buy it for console, because they can use mods now, and that's just more features that are going to draw people in.
Okay.
More money for Bethesda to make other games.
Yeah, and I mean, okay, I get that. Okay, so think of it. Okay, so say it's like an exclusivity thing. Not. It's just something I take pride in doing because I've spent a lot of time. It's like if I don't like a certain genre of music, per se, and someone like really does, and I'm like, yo, that's like shit. You know what I mean? I feel like I can't do that to someone because like I know they'll probably take a lot of pride and personal investment into that, and that's what makes them happy and stuff. And
So
like, you can share that, and that's cool. But I feel like for me,
so you're worried of like a bunch of Xbox people like shitting on mods.
Yeah, that, and it's just okay. Halo, right? Halo players swear up and down, you know, it's like, oh yeah,
that's like
Halo,
the main reason
Xbox.
why you get Xbox.
Right, okay.
That's what I say last night. Xbox like a Halo on like PlayStation.
Halo lovers are going to get butt hurt when that goes to Sony because they take pride in that and they're a part of that community and they've put personal investment and time and love into this product, into this world.
So much love.
But just because they put that time and effort on an Xbox, does that mean that other people of other consoles shouldn't be able to have that opportunity?
No, that doesn't, but it also...
They won't value it as much.
Yeah, it doesn't instill that same sense of, like, I don't know, engagement as far as, like, what you love about something. Like, I mean, I swear up and down that mods are my favorite part of Fallout. Absolute favorite part of Fallout. I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea that they're trying to market it to other people. I get that. They're a company. They're going to do that. Any company is going to do that. But I just feel it's like the same thing that Steam tried to do. And I mean, people, the modding community, especially when Skyrim paid mods were coming out. I mean, like everyone, lashed back out at Bethesda and at Valve for trying to do all that kind of crap. So it's just, it's the same essence for me. I just don't want to see it go down that same road.
So am I hearing some white supremacy here?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Definitely not, but...
I'm just kidding.
Don't know how to feel about that.
Anyways, yeah, no, I mean, I guess that's what it boils down to me. I just don't want it to get into,
Get infected.
I don't want it to discredit the people who have been there for a long time and who have made that into something that they really, really love. I don't want it to affect those people negatively. And I
don't think that we're sure if it's going to be PC mods, people who mod on PC, those are the mods that are going to be available on Xbox, or if they're going to include modding tools with the game.
Well, with these, honestly, with the new OSs and the new systems, you technically can, depending on what kind of mod it is. If it's a script mod, depending on what kind of rooting you do, I mean, you can, but...
Which I think
it's not even coming out for a while, too, is what they said.
Yeah, true.
Come out a few months after.
Look, there could be a lot of stuff that could go on with this, and I guess we should cut it here. I'm not going to go into anymore, but because I really could rant for a while, but I think it should. Me personally, I just think they should be very careful with it and learn from previous mistakes. Yeah,
they better not be paid mods because that'll be crap.
No, yeah,
I highly doubt that.
They've made enough money already. They don't need more.
They learn from Valve's mistakes.
Anyways, guys, so there's that. So you can go ahead and take it away, Sharon.
All right, cool. Well, first I just wanted to ask, anything else generally pissing anybody off? Just you want
autocorrect.
Yeah, let's talk about that bullshit. Fuck autocorrect, man. Right? Am I right? Yeah.
Earlier, everybody...
Is there anything else that...
Do you want to fight, Sharon? We're gonna go right now.
I know people like the whole nudity mod content and stuff. I just... everything has to be nude.
I think everybody just has their own...
Sarah Cassidy needs big tits and how it needs to hang out all the time.
And I don't necessarily mind that as long as it's that, like, if that's what somebody wants to do, go for it.
They can do it, but don't, like, shove it in my face.
Yeah.
We're talking about Fallout Equestria earlier. Okay.
I was about to say something about that.
We're not going to open up that.
Yeah, let's stay away from that.
Something that makes me kind of angry is no matter what Bethesda releases or says about the game, like even before the press conference, even right after the trailer was released, people were complaining about things, and then they give us all this new content, and they reveal all these new things, and people still complain. They still find something new to complain about.
It's like, I don't like the way the dog looks. It's like, why isn't he an Australian cattle dog, not a German, not a German Shepherd?
Why are you even in the community if you're just going to complain about all the awesome,
especially off the first trailer.
that they've made?
One thing, universe.
Especially off the first trailer.
Yeah.
Because people are like judging the game. It's like, this is like a teaser trailer.
They're just people who, like, as soon as they see something new, they just wait so that they can just label it as trash. Like, regardless.
Like, I'm a hipster.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I gotta offend people there, because I personally, this goes back to the whole power armor thing. That's what he's referencing towards. If anyone wants to know.
What's up?
The people complaining. I think he's referencing towards my one post.
No, I was referencing people comment on my posts all the time, like.
Yeah, they're like, the graphics suck ass. It's like, get out of here.
I think the graphics look amazing. I just don't agree with how they did power armor. I don't like the mech suit.
Oh man, I could go into that.
I thought the same thing too, a little bit, but it's like, then and again, it's like,
I'll give it a try and I'll live with it. I will scavenge for whatever I have to do where I can wear my power armor all the stinking time.
Like I said on somebody's post, I feel like that's how power armor always should have been done. Because if you look at the science behind power armor, it's basically a mech suit. I mean, it augments your
strength. It's like a walking tank.
Yeah.
It does add
like the way Project Nevada does it. The mods, like, you actually have to power it, and like it actually changes your view and stuff.
And if you look at how you like move and stuff while wearing power armor in the previous games, I mean, it's like nothing. It's like you're wearing nothing.
Like you're wearing like 500 pounds of metal. Realistically, you're not gonna just be like running along. And like in like the sun, like in the Mojave wasteland, he'd be like melting.
You know,
I know there's like servos and stuff, but
I think it would be cool if, like, in order to access your new power armor, you actually had to put on the recon suit first, the recon armor.
Yeah.
And then
that'd be cool.
you could
that'd be
see it,
cool.
like, actually interfacing, like the wires attaching to your arm and stuff. Like, that would be
it includes
I
like,
need a perk to use it.
like electronics in it that interface with the armor and allow it to run and like monitor your body and stuff.
Like, another thing, I'm going to just add in my own little 2 cents for something that actually just when we got talking about it, I started thinking about, like, if I just had to pick out one thing about the new Fallout, just like one little nitpicky thing that sort of pisses me off, I'll be totally honest with you, the new Pip-Boy. I'm not really about it, because it's just the whole lore behind the Pip-Boy and that they talked about in, like, Fallout 3 and everything is that thing is actually welded to your arm. It's like a part of you. It reads your vital signs. And you got your new character in this game, and he just opens it up. It's all nice and cushy.
It's like a little latch.
It's got like a little chip clip, like a little chip bag clip on it that you just like clip shut, and then it starts reading all your vital signs. You're like, well, it was a cool.
But the way you have to look at it is that was like a model specific thing, depending on
that was like a prototype one.
Yeah.
Because in Fallout 1 and 2, you had like it was like a phone basically, the 2500.
And I don't think they ever explained the lore specifically enough to like have to have a specific kind. I feel like they can go any direction as long as they don't specify it enough.
The only reason I knew why it's like welded close on your arm was because one of the freaking Fallout 3 trailers, it like shows like it's like growing in the vault, and it like shows it getting welded on your arm.
Yeah. But also, whatever, the Stanley, was that it? The mechanic dude, he's just like, you're like, well, I don't like it.
Yeah.
He's like, well,
He's like, this is one of the good prototypes, and he's like, hands it to you. It's like, thanks.
And then you see Gary in Operation Anchorage, and he's all dismembered because they were trying.
Yeah, they're trying to saw off his arm so he can get the freaking thing.
I thought that was a cool mechanic, but at the same time, you're right. It is like all the Pip-Boy models have been different. I remember like reading back through like the development of the Pip-Boy. At one point, there was one that was just sort of like basically like a smartphone, like a pager almost, that wasn't even attached to your arm. Yeah. So that was just it. When I saw it, like I still think it could be a cool thing. That was just when I first saw it, I was just like, huh.
And is that even really particularly relevant in the game? I mean, it's not like you're going to be taking it off anytime soon.
Yeah.
Unless it gets stolen from you, which I feel like it's going to get jacked from you. Your brother of Steel is going to like knock you unconscious and just like take it.
Yeah.
Just take
this
everything.
Is a fancy
like,
Pip-Boy.
Like,
I want it.
I can't see nothing.
Old world tech.
What do you think, Taylor?
About the Pip-Boy?
Yeah.
Well, I honestly, that's not affecting my gameplay any, so it's not really going to change my.
I think Sharon was referencing more. How does it affect the lore of the game?
Yeah.
Well, I just maybe I don't know. I never really went into detailed thought about it.
Well,
I like how it actually has a light on it this time.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Real
Yeah,
light.
that's good. I noticed that. Yeah.
It actually has a fucking light on it.
I
Pilot light.
The pilot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look how detailed his hand looks.
Yeah.
It's like some stove light.
And you
Okay,
see him actually
everyone's-
flipping the things and stuff.
Yeah.
Something that
I like, when
did
he, I like when he cleaned it
notice-
off. It just like cleaned itself off.
Yeah, that was pretty.
He like wipes the middle part. It's like, it just like disappears.
And it powers up and has a little command line.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like the
thinking of
movement.
this.
I like the little animated sprite.
Yeah. How do you guys think about like the new terminals? Like, do you guys like the way they look like all roundish?
Ooh.
I
I think it
I'm
looks
not a big-
kind of neat, but
I think it looks way more retro, like how
Yeah.
Yeah,
games
I
feel.
like they're bringing in the 50s vibe.
They're really hitting it now.
more.
And it
Yeah,
could be a
but-
regional thing, like the consoles could be different region to region, like DC and stuff.
Right.
yeah.
So I feel like in
Yeah.
Boston, having the more high tech with like MIT and stuff, their consoles may have progressed a little differently. So
Okay.
True. I mean, they threw in the 9mm pistol in like New Vegas, and they just said like, oh, this is 9mm was more popular than like 10mm was in the West. So they always like, I guess
Lucky.
game to game throwing
They
stuff.
just have some reason behind things.
they can really do whatever they want if you
They
think about
can.
it.
Oh well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Take my
yeah.
bottle caps, damn it.
The
So
whole
the game
shift
was a
thing.
parody game at one time.
I wonder if it's gonna be like Fallout Tactics and like use like soda can like tabs. Remember that crap?
And then never again. All right, I think we're good to move on to our section where we're going to read some of our comments from our followers on Instagram. Who, when we told them about our little podcast we were starting up, they were like, "Hey, we got some stuff for you. You should totally read that." So, what do you think, guys?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Huh?
I
Who
guess,
wants to go
Go
first?
ahead and read the first one. Man.
yeah. Anybody? Any takers?
I'll
No,
do
I'll go
mine.
first.
Who wants to do
ladies
theirs?
first. Ladies first.
Oh my. Okay.
Right, Taylor.
I got one from. Do you want me to say the underscores or no?
No, you can just say the name.
Okay, his name is Fistel the Pleasure Bot, and he said,
Oh, Fisto.
Taylor's favorite.
Oh, Fisto.
what
Slim.
is your guys' opinion on the dialogue system and voice acting?
I think it's great.
I think that it's going to have a real mass effect on the gameplay.
Yeah.
Mass Effect.
Fallout from now.
It creates
I get it.
it creates an emotional attachment, really.
Yeah.
Does.
It's
You
gonna
know
I
have
like
like
his voice, but I feel like it's got like the Mass Effect thing where it's like press X to say no, and then like Shepard would say like 3 entire paragraphs. It's like not anything that you wanted. It's like I
But
didn't
the
want you
whole
to like
thing
shit
about
on this
Mass
person.
Effect's system was that most of the dialogue options in Mass Effect didn't even do anything whatsoever. Like it would end up the same
This
no
is
matter what
true.
option you
Yeah.
pressed.
It's like you're a good guy or you're a bad guy.
In
I know.
Fallout,
Renegade.
they're doing it. They're like, it doesn't matter what kind of dialogue system they have. It's always going to be, like it's always going to end up differently, no matter what
Yeah.
choice you pick.
And you guys see that? I think it's color coded depending on like if it's a
It
quest
is.
or if you're like ending. Because
Yeah,
like when you
they-
talk to Codsworth, it's like, "Are you okay?" And it's like in yellow, so maybe that starts a quest to repair and
That's
get you.
pretty- that would be
Yeah,
a
I
lot
think,
better for UI.
Yeah.
I think on a GameSpot interview covering the E3 conference, the Bethesda conference, they kind of pointed it out as a reference to like very similar to Witcher 3 or like Witcher style almost. I don't know if you
Yeah.
played that, but
Yeah.
I mean it's heavily like that. I mean it's got like little icon for where that dialogue option will take you, and I mean it's more like that I guess now.
I feel like it's
But,
gonna
I'm
work.
cool with that. Yeah.
I think it's going to be
I just
pretty
think
good.
everyone's like mad. They're like, I don't have my dialogue box from Fallout 3.
And it's more like
Yeah.
Skyrim's now too, how you in
You just
Skyrim
leave.
walk away.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be even more.
It's like, please save my father. It's like, no, you just leave. You don't even say anything.
Lovin'.
I say, personally, I think it's awesome because I'm a big fan of the Mass Effect, Dragon Age, whatever, all those series that do that type of thing. And I like the voice acting and all, but sometimes I think it might dishearten like hardcore fans of the series. Like, yeah, we're all hardcore fans, but you have those Novelista people who like that box text and stuff. I think that's going to be kind of a turnoff for those people
Mhm.
overall.
I feel like if that controls your game experience, what are you even doing playing the games in the first
I
place?
say, it's not turning
Oh,
me
okay.
off. I
Don't be
say.
so hard.
I know, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
in general.
I'll be honest. I think I'm a little bit in favor of what McLovin was saying because, to be honest, I think it's really cool. The voice acting sounds really well done, and it does totally add a more human element. Because of
Not
course
just
you
some
get
silent
those silent protagonists, like stereotypical. Any game with a lot of first-person shooters, you have a protagonist that doesn't talk, like
Just grunts.
you know,
Oh, Elodie's dude.
it adds something to it. But this is what I thought. You know how there were special speech options at some point in past Fallout games, like if you had that perk Terrifying Presence.
Yeah.
I
Or
wanna
like
know, how is the
Confirmed
voice actor going to deliver that? Like if he's saying
He's gonna be like
something,
horrifying.
is he actually going to yell? Is he not? It's like, because I
Or-
don't really know at this point. But
I just
would they-
imagine it. Oh,
like,
sorry. I just imagine it as like a gritted teeth voice, like, "You wanna go right now, bud? We will fight."
Or what if you have like confirmed bachelor? It's like I see you
Is he
have
gonna
nice
say
eyes,
this
my
voice?
friend. Like he's gonna like seduce them.
And we don't even
If
know
he does, that's gonna be
necessarily
wonderful.
if those perks are even going to make a return to the
Yeah, if
game
they're even
because
gonna
of
come
the
back.
limitations of the
Voice acting.
dialogue now because it's
I
voiced
hope they do because I love like
That would be a
seducing
real
people.
shame.
That was,
Hope
like,
they
the
do
best.
too.
That's been such a big part of Fallout is just the fact that another thing which I feel like where the voice acting maybe detracts a little bit is like, again, just for hardcore players, or not really even hardcore players, but I think there is a degree, like when you're getting immersed in a game, like it's your character, you sort of think you want it to be like your own voice in a way.
Yeah.
And there may be an option to turn off the voice acting. I think it would be cool if they put that in, but
that's
definitely.
that's so old. Like now, more and more games have voice actors, and it really does create a more connected feel with the characters.
I
in
also
the
feel
game.
like I feel like his voice only works. Like this sounds racist, but I feel like his voice only works with like
know
white
exactly
people.
what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder
like,
what it's
I
gonna
don't
sound like
think-
if you made your dude black.
Like I don't think just the same voice.
It'll
So I don't
probably
think
be
it
voice.
sounds. Do you think like it would be different? Or like if
Yeah.
you're Mexican or like Asian or something, you think it'd have a different voice, but like no matter what you
No.
are, you're all gonna sound the same.
Yeah. I mean, I will add to that. I mean, like, as long as that, they picked one voice actor probably, but
They did. They only picked
yeah,
one.
but Bethesda's had a pretty good track record though, guys. Like,
Yeah, this is true.
But this is
mean-
just like nitpicking stuff.
right, yeah, and I mean, yeah, like that's that thing that just goes into the little minor details of that. But I mean, honestly, I think he's good. I've
think
liked
we
what
should-
I've seen so far.
Move on to the next question.
Yeah, good call. I was just about to say.
we get a question and we just take it way too far.
But you know
Michael
what?
always.
That's what
Michael, you want to go next?
We're going good so far.
Yeah, I can. So I have 3, so I'll just start off with like the first one.
Yeah.
So Mountain X Dewey, great name, asks,
Mountain X Dewey.
do you think the Brotherhood of Steel will be the bad guys? Because in the trailers, like every time they were fighting someone in power armor, it was Brotherhood of Steel initiate. If you guys saw, remember when he blew up the Vertibird, there's a
Yeah.
Brotherhood of Steel person in it. I think that's gonna be a choice thing. I hope it is. I hope they're not just like a
Yeah,
set
I
enemy,
agree.
like or the Enclave. It's like you
I
have
don't
to
think
fight
it's
these
gonna
people.
be. I don't think it's going to be as polarizing as people might think it's going to be. I don't think the Brotherhood of Steel and whoever else are going to necessarily be
It's not gonna
characterized
be
as
like
good or evil.
good, bad.
I think it's going to be a lot of morally shifting choices
Questionable
that you're gonna
things.
make.
Because the
Well-
Brotherhood of Steel does questionable things, and so does the Enclave.
Something
so
like
does everyone else.
with Francesco a little bit earlier was since they just thinking about how much time has gone into developing this game and just like the transition from the quest line in Fallout 3 to Fallout New Vegas, I was thinking, what if they made it to the point where you, like New Vegas, have the choice to have your end game be with a certain faction you align with, but what if there's either just in the base game or a DLC something like Broken Steel where it actually extends the game after your decision and you can now
Yeah.
see the consequences of which faction you side with?
So it's like Brotherhood of Steel's good people, and they're like kill all the mutants. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
they're a lot more like the Enclave than I thought.
Also, one thing I want to point out, just because of with Boston and with this area, we also have the Institute now. So
Yeah. So I think it's
the
going to be more of like
the
a
Institute we know is highly, highly advanced. So how do we even know that they didn't come across vertibirds and power armor and develop?
Yeah.
We
they're
don't.
not it might not even be the Brotherhood of Steel that we see that the protagonist is nuking the living shit out of the sky. You know what I mean? So like, I think it's. Me personally, like what Sharon just said, it's probably a little bit more open-ended, but that's just my opinion on it. So,
I think the Brotherhood of Steel and the Institute are going to be fighting because the Brotherhood of Steel are like greedy
Right.
bastards.
I think
It's
there's
like
going to be.
you can make androids. It's like this is ours.
Yeah.
Free world tech.
But also, I feel like the Brotherhood of Steel wouldn't get involved in a war with the Institute unless there was a greater reason to. I don't think.
Yeah, because they
wouldn't.
know.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't involve themselves if it was just, oh yeah, y'all are making androids. It's got to be something
We
for
want
like
this.
the greater good
Think about
of
it,
people.
the Brotherhood attaining the ability to make androids and using them as like soldiers
Right.
sounds like
They would-
something
that
that they
would
would definitely jump on.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah,
the exact
they
same
would be
thing
super
with
strong if they did that.
Yeah, it's
Something
the same
got to
thing they
consider
did.
is like which branch of the Brotherhood could we be dealing with? Because if it's
True.
Yeah,
I think
Because if
so.
it's the Capital Wasteland one,
It's
they'll be
probably
like,
gonna
oh,
be the
cool.
one, either the Capital Wasteland or the one that was in like Chicago.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one that
yeah,
like
let's see
crashed.
what game
it just
tactics.
And
doesn't seem
those
proper
guys are
for the
like
Western
jacked up.
Earth
But those ones
Steel
are-
to send out something.
Tactics is
Like-
canon though, isn't it?
Like in
Yeah, it's not
Tactics is
considered
like
tactics.
Chicago and stuff, isn't it? Because like in the trailer, you see, I mean, in the
Yeah, it's
beginning
Chicago.
of the
There's
game,
the town in
You
the
just see
background.
it.
they're like
Yeah.
riding in a Humvee or whatever.
And their Humvee, yeah. But that Brotherhood of Steel is like that. I don't know if that game is considered canon or not because like it's
I'm pretty
never,
sure
it's like
it is.
not confirmed.
Something to consider, though, is that the only branch of the Brotherhood we really saw using airships, like is present in the trailer, was the Midwestern Brotherhood of Steel.
Right.
So, yeah,
This
I
is
mean, I
true.
wouldn't dismiss it.
Because they got super strong at the end of that. Like they owned that entire area, no question. It was Brotherhood of Steel territory. Like California's NCR, that was Brotherhood of Steel turf.
Another
I am
thing-
so
No one was
sorry.
gonna fight them.
That's all good. Okay. Just doggy.
I think it's Taylor's turn to ask a question.
Sweet fucking Jesus. Oh my god.
She already went.
I have two others if you guys want me to ask those ones.
Go ahead and move on to the second one.
All right. Redorculated Productions. I hope I said that right.
Yeah, you got it.
As
Says,
says
Oh my god, hold on. I'm gonna go shut them up.
he says, I'd like to hear you guys discuss possible plot lines of being a sole survivor of Vault 111 and the tie-ins with Fallout 3, the androids of the Commonwealth, and also how combat could work with the critical execute meter as we saw, and what kind of perks or finishing moves would you like to see?
That was like 9 questions.
Yeah, that's like that. He got a
So,
whole thing in there.
I think cryogenics is the only explanation you really can have for how he
Yeah,
survived that long.
cryogenics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also
Yeah.
like
What
tying
if
with
he's
Fallout
an
3.
android?
I don't like that theory. That doesn't make sense.
Doubtful.
Yeah.
Either.
Because how does he have a kid?
Honestly, think about it. They said that androids were going to play a huge part of the game. So,
Right.
I mean, I could see them just, like, maybe it wouldn't affect gameplay
Total plot
whatsoever, but maybe the ending of the game will have to do with if it's a fight between the Institute and the Brotherhood, maybe it's just like, oh, crazy cliffhanger, you're actually an android. And
But
that's
making
how
your
or- yeah, or
character
what
an
if-
android would kind of dehumanize him. Like, you wouldn't be able to
Yeah,
connect
that
to an
would-
android as well as an actual human who actually
Human.
lost a family.
It's true,
Yeah.
but if you see like the whole philosophical struggle that was going on in Fallout 3 to a smaller degree, it's that like Harkness, who was an android, sincerely believed that he was human.
He was a
So I
human.
think
So what if
that
they like
could
replaced
be-
your memories with like some Vault
Yeah, and if you-
memories? They're
if
like,
you-
you were
if-
from before the war. It's like, why would you do this to me?
Yeah, if you read the holotapes in Fallout 3 too, between the doctor who was coming down to chase after Harkness, there was a lot of background info into the progression that they made into their feelings and their senses.
Yeah.
And like why they felt the need to break out because they were feeling that they were being punished or locked up and treated as test subjects and everything. So I don't think that's as far as a stretch for them to it's
To make
200
him.
years later after Fallout 3. Or well, no,
I just feel
not
like-
Fallout 3. My bad. I said that wrong. Good.
After the bombs
Great
fell.
War.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
I just feel like it's going to be more aimed towards helping androids as opposed to being an android yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like it's a possibility that they just like throw in
Yeah.
some random wrench
Oh,
out
yeah.
of nowhere. It's like you're an android. It's like, well,
I think it could add a whole nother level of sympathy. Like you believe yourself to be a human the entire game, and now you really can sympathize with like the plight of
And,
the
like-
the
Oh,
institute.
dude, what if you?
yeah. And what if you're
like,
being like a douchebag to them? It's like you're one of us.
destroyed
It's
the
like, oh.
androids and you're one of them. Yeah. That'd be a
It's
fun
Jack
angle to
Stewart.
But if
play.
you don't, but then you don't realize till the very end, and so you
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to live with your
And
choices.
then like the Brother of Steel is
Yeah.
like, you're one of them. It's like, oh god.
Oh.
So like if you side with the Brotherhood and then you end up being an android and they find out and then they betray you and then you have nobody
They just
on your
take you.
side
They're
anymore.
like, we're gonna make you into one of our soldiers. It's like, please.
That's what happened with Harkness, though. Like he was a hunter, and then he's like, "Oh God."
Yeah, he hunted down this friggin' runaway,
Mhm.
and then he's like, this is wrong.
I think
also
that's a
'cause-
good, sufficient answer for that one. Sorry, Redork Productions, but that was
No.
it was a lot to take on.
Yeah, one more thing to say though, because the tie-ins with Fallout 3. If you guys remember, Dr. Lee, like if you get Broken Steel and you ask one of the people about her, it says that she's going to the Commonwealth, so she might be in Fallout 4.
I think she'll make a return.
Ooh, yeah.
Because I think she went back to the Commonwealth because she hates everyone here in the Capital Wasteland.
Is she from the Commonwealth?
Yeah.
I think she was originally, and she
was an
came down to
original
help James.
professor from that, yeah, because she was interested in more than just testing on what we could advance
robots.
with, like human, like human essence. She wanted to kind of go into preserving the world that they
Human
lived
life.
in. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay,
All
cool.
right.
Well, thanks for that.
Alright.
Redork Productions.
All right, I've got another one. One last
Well,
one.
we'll save that for later. 'Cause you just
Yeah,
I got
this will be the last one because this is kind of a loaded question, so that'll be the last one.
Okay.
Cool.
I got one now.
Go for it.
Okay, this one is from 402. He says, what locals do you feel Bethesda will use for DLC content?
I only heard like the last half. Like,
I heard what, and
What
then it cut out
locations
for
will you use
me.
for
Right.
DLC content?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it'd be really
So he
cool
meant locations.
if they
What do you-
used the Capital
I think they're
Wasteland as a
gonna use Capital
DLC.
Wasteland.
Yeah, like if you could go back to the Citadel or something.
I mean, I don't think they would, but I think that'd be really awesome. to
What
see.
I'd like to see is like if it detects your Fallout 3 save to see what choices, how you played through things,
Oh, that would be.
and then like.
That'd be awesome.
But that's a lot. But then also again, it comes with a free copy of Fallout 3, so maybe they're kind
For
of
Xbox.
intertwined for Xbox Master Race. But maybe they're kind of intertwined that way. Or you
That
can
would
go to
be
like the pit or something and see what happened to the pit after like the slaves took over.
You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say they're gonna do they're gonna go up the coastline, kind of like what Point Lookout did, but maybe in Maine. I think that'd be kind of go to Canada. But no, yeah, and I think that'd be really cool. I feel like
Nuclear
if it
fallout,
isn't-
eh?
Yeah, right.
I think a lot of it's going to be like local stuff that we've probably never heard of because not Sharon, but the rest of us wouldn't have heard of, like local, like
Or
how
maybe
Why not
New
me?
Vegas
go to
stuff
Chicago.
was.
Maybe
New
you can go
Vegas
to
was
Chicago.
Zion National Park, which I don't think I'd ever heard of Zion National Park before.
I have
The thing
because
is,
I live
right
in California.
after
So.
that DLC came out, my friend went there and he was taking pictures. And I commented for my personal profile. I was like, "I'll be honest, man, that takes a lot of heart." And he's just like, "What?" I just never got back to him.
But I think they might. It'd be cool to go to Chicago and be like, "Oh, Fallout Tactics is actually true."
It's a little far away.
Yeah, it's a little far away, but they have freaking like airships and stuff.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, I
Airships,
think it definitely be
birds,
possible.
It can definitely be further now that you have like a lot of more air travel and stuff.
I'm gonna say New York City.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yep,
say
I
it's gonna have
see.
the
Yeah.
Red Sox.
Yeah.
One thing a reason that I think it probably wouldn't be New York City is that would be a really good location for a full game.
Full game, yeah. That's
Yeah.
what-
But also, New York City would
Yeah.
probably be like completely annihilated.
Yeah, that'd be
is a
like
big
so
The
many.
Big Apple would just be like a waste pool of like green goo.
the Big Apple.
I feel like since the American Revolution and everything, Boston, all the rich history of that kind of essence of America, I feel like it'd be kind of cool if they went to other places in America that had like really
Like Civil
rich,
War.
patriotic kind of
Revolutionary.
essence.
Yeah.
So Philadelphia with the Liberty Bell and everything.
Come on
like,
down to
places
New
that,
Jersey. We'll
like
cross over the
Bunker
Delaware.
Hill and stuff, and having all those
Yeah.
important battle locations.
Gettysburg, or well, not even Gettysburg, that's Civil War. But I'm saying like it's just kind of like heavy American
Heavy fighting areas.
patriotic essence.
Stuff
I
we're
think-
proud of.
Yeah.
And you kind of saw that in the trailer a little bit, or I don't know if you guys have seen where they played like part of the first quest or one of the first quests that you do, where he
The
goes
combat,
with
the
power
guys with
armor
the
and
Minuteman.
stuff. And
Yeah.
like that looked really patriotic, really American.
That reminded me a lot of like Bioshock Infinite.
We will
Oh,
get to
yes.
that.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah.
We got some stuff.
Okay, so we probably should move on to the next question.
Yeah, who wants the next one?
I'll take the next one. So, this one is from Jay Champler 117. So, thanks for writing in, Jay. And he asked, "What do you think of the fracking jetpack?" So, Just to answer your question, Mr. J. Chandler, as well as I can. I don't know too much about fracking jetpacks. I've never really heard about jetpacks being used in fracking before. Also, I'm not really sure how much shale you'll find underneath Boston, but all I know is fracking jetpacks could be really detrimental to the Boston
environment.
I don't think that would really matter in the Fallout universe.
I think it's kind of screwed anyway, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But, no, in all seriousness,
Gotta find more oil.
To answer your question, I'm really excited for the jetpacks, to be totally honest. I think that Bethesda is like that's just one little goodie that they were sort of teasing us with then.
You can fly.
I think we're going to see a ton of innovative gameplay features like jetpacks, maybe other smaller vehicles.
I just want a little dirt bike.
But,
and some people were really complaining about that, about it being like too OP and stuff like that. But I feel like
you don't have to use it.
It's responsible enough to like make it balanced,
not ridiculous.
And I feel like now that a lot of the skyscrapers and stuff are going to be enterable, I feel like it's going to add a lot more vertical combat to the game, and so the jetpack is going to be very necessary to.
Yeah.
I also feel like the jetpack didn't look like it was that overpowered in the game because he wasn't like flying like
more like
Superman. He was like more like a jump pack. Like just like how descent, so you don't have to like smash on the ground.
Yeah, I was gonna say, 500 pounds of power armor. You know.
Yeah, you're gonna need something to slow you down, and I feel like you have that too.
Is it gonna be a jetpack just for power armor, or I mean, we don't really know if it's gonna be just for power armor.
Go around in your nightwear, just raiding the streets of Boston with your jetpack.
You know, one thing with the jetpack. I mean, Bethesda puts out these massive games, right? Throughout the Fallout series, we've seen scope in games that we honestly in the gaming industry haven't really seen before, other than this one studio, as far as what they put into it and the time that they put into it, and stuff we were talking about with the dialogue options. You know, like people are looking for stuff that makes it new. Like New Vegas brought in ADS and everything like that. So I feel like it's a good change of pace. I guess it provides me with someone who's played a lot of Fallout over the years, something
the combat's
exciting to look forward. Yeah,
it feels a lot more fast-paced, which I think is better because on Fallout 3 in New Vegas is kind of just like VATS.
And especially now that they've changed VATS to be kind of like real-time, but a lot slower, and now it's not just completely pausing anymore.
Right.
Taylor, you have anything for jetpacks?
I really, I'm looking at it as the same idea as what Halo had. I can't remember what it was called, but it was one of the little pickups, and it like launches you forward just a little bit.
The thruster pack.
Yeah, that's the thruster packs.
Thruster.
That's exactly what I'm picturing it as.
It's like not like a jetpack. It's like a slower stuff.
What came to mind for me was you guys played Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yes.
There was Stormtrooper class that had a little
the Dark Trooper. The Dark Trooper, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what instantly came to my head as soon as I saw it.
It doesn't seem like a jetpack. It seems more of like a jump pack is what I'd call it.
Like a jump assist.
It gives you a short boost.
I'm okay, personally, because I know I was one who kind of was complaining about the jetpack. As long as it doesn't make you go up, cause that's kind of stupid in my opinion. Or you just like, oh, let's wear like 500-pound armor and we're just gonna go this jetpack. Let's just scale this building real quick.
It would like melt the power armor too.
Yeah.
Like just like the whole part of it would just get like red hot and like burn your
Goodbye,
ass.
feet.
I think it's gonna be interesting.
I'm okay with a thruster pack that slows your impact, but like jetpack straight up, just minigun all your enemies down, and you're
like flying around.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like as far as like this world goes, you know, Fallouts are pretty, you know, within there's not like a lot of verticality to the games, in essence, but like it reminded me of Rage almost, looking at it, just because Rage I played it on 360. It had a lot of verticality in the game, where you know you'd be looking up, you'd be looking down at things, and I feel like you don't do that as much in Fallout. So I don't know whether they're just trying to broaden the horizon of how you play the game, or whether they're just trying, you know, to like
there might be
entice
a whole new world design.
Or just you know, like like the transition from an open world to more of like an arena bouncing around. You know, like I don't want that, but I'm saying like it could just be Fallout and Bethesda moving in a new direction, and you know.
So it seems like a lot of games are doing the vertical combat thing now, like Titanfall, Halo,
Because it's more realistic.
Call of Duty.
Like, you have vertical combat in real life.
Yeah.
And that's something that you have to deal with.
Yeah, in the trailer, he's like looking down the sights at like a raider, at a raider. No, it was a super mutant up in like that ruin, and the dude was like 3 stories above him.
Yeah,
and
that's
like, yeah. So like, I think it would be cool as long as it's not too
OP.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's probably as simple as it gets.
I had one thing to say, but this wasn't a comment or anything. But I was wondering what you guys thought about the customizable weapons.
Amazing! That is freaking awesome.
10 out of 10, like Skyrim
We
with
have a
guns.
spot for the weapons when we get looking at concept art. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of dude slewing going on. But
yeah, that's coming up a little bit later. We got some pictures of that.
Personally, I think that those make the pleasure modes, man.
Yep. Pleasure modes are gonna be everywhere. Anybody else got some unread questions for us? Anybody who hasn't gone yet?
I have one.
All right, what's up, Universe?
All right, by Cool Pants McGee asks, how are you going to play Fallout 4?
Oh.
However the damn I please.
How am I not gonna play Fallout 4?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, there you go. I want to see abuse this game.
I wanna do a playthrough like I can't remember if it was Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas. One guy played it all the way through by using exceptional speech skills and really awesome sneak, and he didn't shoot a single bullet the whole game, and I really want to try that.
Oh, I don't
I'm
think.
gonna let you know I'm a killed.
I feel like that's not even going to be possible in this one.
No.
You don't know, though, because it's like in Fallout 3, I think it was a little bit harder to do that than New Vegas, because New Vegas, I feel like it had a trait that was more geared towards that, and then there was more dialogue than just like...
I think it has to be possible for them to keep like anybody who wants to play it anyway can play it that way. For them to keep that, they have to make it available.
I actually think he made a nod to it when they were at E3. I'm pretty sure he said, well, you can play this game anyway, even without shooting a single bullet. I think that was his nod to that guy. He was like, wow.
That's gotta be, because I remember him saying that too. And I think that's really where like all like Elder Scrolls games and Fallout games shine the most, is just that this isn't a game where you just run through a linear campaign. Like, this is a game that should be able to have replayability to the fact where you're like on your 6th character and you're still finding new things.
New stuff. I still find new stuff in New Vegas and Fallout 3, and I've played them like 14 times each. I'm like, I don't even know who this character is. Where did you come from?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a single thing. Well, I mean, obviously for scripted stuff, but I mean, as far as random, if you want a game where you immerse yourself into a world that you feel like you have your hand in something and you're physically doing something, I mean, like, you can't
make giant light penises.
Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, that's
all I heard was you have your hand in something. If you want to play a game where you have your hand inside,
I heard if you have your hand in something, penises. That's all I heard.
You're gonna have your hand so far in this game, you're gonna get a real feel for everything inside of it.
Including these penises.
It'll be squishy. It'll be. We will hold off on.
Making pixel penises is really the epitome
of gaming. Yeah, my town is gonna be overwatched by a colorful penis.
I mean,
pixel art stuff. It's gonna be hot tower shrines and pixel penises.
I think I'm actually just gonna make a town called like Penisville.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have my town shaped as a penis.
Every building I design will just have a shaftular shape to it.
It's like, why are all of your buildings so top like this strange cap on them? It's like, this is my design.
It's
like, I heard that Soul Survivor guy is real twisted in the head. He likes these penises.
Do we have anything else though? Who is that again from Cool Pants?
Yeah, Cool
Pants McGee, right?
Yeah.
Man, I'm so jealous of that name.
Michael, didn't you have another question?
Yeah, I have one last one. This one's kind of loaded.
That's the big long one.
I've got one too, and we probably should mention him because I mean, you know, from where we all originate from, this guy's pretty big. I've actually got one from All Fallout.
Ooh.
Hey.
Big boy.
Shout out to you, man.
Golf club.
Let's say the big dog.
Anyway, so we got, so from him, it's actually something we touched on a little bit earlier, guys, but I guess we can spend like a minute or two. Dude, I'm all about touching and get my hands in things today, and dude, I don't know what's up.
It's just
Anyway,
a
Anyway, maybe it's a southern thing. I don't know.
Oh yes, we love touching each other,
I too like touching things.
especially if they're our
In our
cousins.
families.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're our
okay, let's limit this.
Cousins.
Okay. Anyways, all Fallout. He says, what do you think leaves you the sole survivor of Vault 111? I know we touched on the cryogenesis, but like, what do you all?
Cannibalism.
Well, yeah, what's gonna get everyone else in there killed?
Yeah.
I think
There could
the
be a
Maybe they
radiation
harvested everyone
leaking.
else for organs.
I think radiation leaking into it while they're in cryosleep, and so they can't do anything about it, is what
Yeah.
causes you them all to die.
So the
Or
one
maybe-
question leaves: why is the protagonist not affected?
Yeah.
Maybe he was just further away from the leak
He
area.
got
And
luckier.
another thing about the protagonist that I noticed is if we're saying that the whole cryosleep thing is plausible, like let's just say, okay,
Yeah.
definitely cryosleep. Why is it then that he got into the vault and into a Vault Tech cryostasis tube or whatever, but without his Pip-Boy? Because we see him finding him after.
Yeah, we see that he finds
Yes.
the pit boy. So I
So-
think maybe there's some chaos happens in the vault because like
Yeah,
they
maybe it's
were,
like an
a bomb
emergency
dropped like right
cryosleep
there,
thing.
and they're
Okay.
like freaking out. It's like the vault's gonna die. It's like get in this tube.
Yeah, because wasn't the bomb dropping like in the
'cause
trailer?
the
Oh,
vault,
and-
Oh, yeah,
it's like
the bomb
Vault
was
87. Like the bomb is like a few miles away from where the vault is.
Maybe
We
it's
know
some
that, like,
emergency
screws things
protocol
up.
that automatically puts him into it.
Okay.
Yeah, because
maybe
we
there's,
know
like,
all the vaults are
Detectrons or
twisted
something.
experience. So maybe it's like you'll get your stuff later. Get in these tubes. It'll protect you from the radiation. And then like all of them die besides him, and like that's their test to
What
see
number
how one
was,
person can survive.
Bronze Vault in Fallout 3. What number vault was that again?
What?
That had the it had
Bronze.
the
Oh,
tubes.
1112.
1112. Yeah, we saw
Yeah,
that there
or
were actual like
1112,
robot
112.
personnel.
I like how you said 1112 and then he
Oh.
said it again,
He
like without
agreed,
realizing.
Yeah, 112.
One.
They didn't go
What
into
is
the thousands.
Vault 1112. Yeah, well,
We know our Fallout. I promise.
in Vault
Alrighty.
112, we saw that there were robotic personnel. There were the robots.
Yeah, that's the robot brains.
So maybe the vault descends and they just gas everybody, and then the robots pull them into their cryo tubes and then put them to sleep or something.
Because we all the vaults are jacked up experiments. These that's like two control ones.
I'm just having flashbacks
We
to
know
like
he was meant to be the only survivor.
I'm just having
Yeah,
flashbacks
that's what
to
I'm thinking, maybe.
like Vault 77, the dude with the puppets. Like maybe he was
Oh my
meant to be the
God,
last
like-
one alive.
Gary.
One man
Gary
in a crate
Vault.
of puppets.
Because
Here's one of those.
because you know
69.
they meant for that guy to be alone.
Oh, yeah,
So what if?
I just wanted to see how mad that guy would go. See
Yeah,
how
but-
What about the one
It's
vault
kinda
where it's one
different.
guy and a panther?
It's kind of different because he was supposed to be alone, but
Yeah.
the other guy thought he wasn't going to be alone, but it could end up
And
working.
then he wakes up and everyone's dead.
Well, maybe
Yeah, that was
maybe
the
they
test.
planned on killing everybody else and seeing if he went
Yeah.
insane or
See
something.
if like one person to survive because they're all jacked up experiments.
Because, I mean, if I saw-
If
If I saw a
is
whole
that-
bunch of people die, I know that I would probably go insane. So maybe that's
Yeah,
what they were
including
testing.
including your infant child and your wife.
Right.
Yeah. That would
And
put
our
a whole
husband,
lot of other
depending.
things on your mind other than being 200 years late for dinner.
You're just like, yeah, it's like it's a walkout. It's like Codsworth. It's like you're 2
Oh my
centuries late for dinner. It's like
Oh,
God.
no.
Oh.
I need some Salisbury steak.
What I'm wondering is, you know, in the original trailer, how the dog like goes back to the dude's house and like you
Yeah,
think
like sniffs everything up.
you get like a image that maybe the dog belonged to the dude, but apparently that's not the case. So I'm wondering how that part of the trailer plays into the rest of the story, like how it looks like the dog kind of recognizes the house.
Maybe the dog's just investigating and he gets your scent, and when he figures
Yeah,
out
he like smell. Maybe he like smells your like child. Maybe because
Yeah,
in
'cause
the thing you keep your
he
wedding
smells
ring.
your
If you
child.
guys, yeah,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
we,
no,
maybe
yeah.
you keep the wedding ring, so maybe he like smells something on you. He's like
This smells like the fetus smell.
And I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
in that trailer that we saw, like, I don't know if y'all felt this, but like, he was just kind of randomly there, like right
Yeah.
next to it. So I was just like, okay. I was like, yeah, I don't know really where you're
I feel like a
going
lot
with
of the
this,
stuff in the
but-
first trailer was meant just to hide
Right.
people.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
probably a lot of wild dogs just sort of roaming around.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
As a PR major myself, like, let me tell you, that trailer was beautiful. Like, I literally cried tears when well, not for multiple reasons, but I'm saying, as a student of that profession, like, yeah, I cried tears. Like, that's
So many exploded pants from
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Screen
spooky
goes down.
ghost.
We're never
The
changing.
ectoplasm's everywhere. Oh,
Anyway,
Taylor.
Papa Hellfire, you wanna shout out that
all right.
last That last
All
one.
right. Okay. Fallout fan community asks opinions on people picking up Fallout 4 as their first Fallout game.
It's gonna
Who
happen.
cares?
Man. It's gonna happen.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I don't care. I feel
What
a
if
lot
they're,
of people
what
are
if
like
they're
hostile
new?
that. It's
Like, what if they're young and then like they're just getting
Yeah.
into Fallout because of their age? Like, you don't want to restrict
Like-
people from doing that. It
like
doesn't matter.
I came in on Fallout 3 when I was young,
Yep. Same.
and like if people came up to me, it's like so you're new to Fallout, on? They're like 20 years old because they're like from Fallout 1. It's like you're a piece of crap. I don't want you in my community.
Exactly.
It's
They're
like
gonna be
oh
Fallout 3, that bullshit abomination.
The
You also
Fallout
have,
1 supremacist.
Fallout 3 was so different from
Ooh.
every Fallout that came
Yes,
before
it
that
was.
hardcore Fallout like purist fans from like 1 and 2 must have had a lot of conflicted thoughts about when 3 made it like a first-person shooter.
But what
Yeah.
kind of grinds my gears about that, like we were talking about earlier, is that people who come in on Fallout 4 and then like make like a fan page about it, like it's gonna happen.
Yes.
yeah.
Like
well,
they
it already
never
has.
played any of the other games, but they make like a whatever, and
It's like Fallout 4 hype
that's
underscore.
that's really gonna.
I
wanna
feel
give
like
everybody a
everyone.
little pause right now for not
They'll
using
go away
this
eventually.
thing for grind their gears.
The one thing that I hate about all these new stinking accounts is
Oh, here we go.
it's nothing but their
Go on.
names. They always just put stupid names together. They're like Raider Vault Queen, and then they're like, "Yep, that's a great name. Let's put it in."
Vault
They always have.
Tech.
They always have to have Fallout 4, so then they're like, this way I'll get the
Yes.
most followers. Yes.
And then the
Weird.
funniest ones are like variations on other accounts. Like there's like a Fallout .universe, Fallout
Yeah.
underscore universe.
Yeah,
There's like
yeah.
Fallout underscore lore,
There's so many, yeah.
arcade underscore Ganon instead of arcade period Ganon.
But
Arcade
call
underscore
back to
Ganon
someone who put in
underscore.
another comment
Yeah.
earlier. I gotta really tip my hat to Fisto the Pleasure Bot. That's a good one. How old is he? Well, I don't really. It doesn't even matter. I love that.
God bless
Yeah,
America.
Fisto is the only acceptable new page.
A shout out of the podcast here goes to Fisto because you.
Hey
Make my
guys.
life.
Fisto the pleasure bot. We have
I love it.
What
Renee.
about that Muggy page? Oh my God, the Muggy one was my favorite.
Hey guys, really quick, I think we should backtrack.
was
Sharon,
gonna say
you want to
this.
shout out the other people who
Yeah.
aren't
Yeah,
here
we
with
forgot
us
to mention
today?
the others.
Say that.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say
that's
something.
Unfortunately, guys, 2 of our other friends from our podcast not able to make it tonight. So you may have heard Fallout lore. Oh, we love you wherever you are, lore. Hopefully, you did not X out of your YouTube page in a rage listening to this and hearing that we didn't mention you yet. But just know we love you, bud. And also, Arcade Ganon, the mistress
Original.
of fan fiction.
Arcade
Oh,
yes.
Ganon.
Original. OG.
Yes, Arcade.Ganon. She's
She's the glue that
she's
keeps
the
us all
bomb.
together.
That is so true. She keeps us in line when we
She-
do. Oh,
She's
She's
the peacekeeper of all.
She's the
Things will get a
soulmate
lot
of
worse
everybody in this group.
without her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm gay for Arcade. Everyone, so.
yeah.
Oh, we
You
don't
made
think
that
we
pretty
know.
much. No,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
well, you made that
By the
pretty
way,
apparent,
everybody,
but-
we have 2 girls on our podcast.
Not a
Yeah.
sausage
Yeah.
fest.
Beat that.
Well, with Taylor,
Female
there might be.
sausage to not sausage ratio.
Well,
is
everyone
very good
counts
with
me as a dude, so that's okay. So it's we got 1 girl.
that. Yeah. All right.
Anyway, like we were saying earlier, I think is funny is when a new account forms and then they like tag all of the largest
Oh my
accounts and they're like, "Hey, give me a shout out."
Yeah.
So get the hell out of here. I didn't get
No,
this
we don't
far
like
to
you.
give people shout outs.
I
I,
always say
Who's
I
ready
don't
for
give
some...
shout outs unless I know you're committed and if your content
No.
is original.
Oh, nothing.
What was that no for? I just
you
kept loving
you
it.
owe me a shout out, universe.
I
no.
dropped
Crap.
something.
Oh no. I dropped my dignity. Alright.
He didn't have
Who's
it
ready to
anymore.
do some gameplay pictures and
Oh yeah, it's time to analyze the screenshots.
alright, cool. So,
So
everybody prepare your screenshots.
I'm ready.
That's what
so,
we're doing next.
So for the first screenshot, I have to say my favorite thing to begin with is the Enclave helmet. 10 out of 10.
Yes,
Skyrim with
that is
guns.
beautiful.
I was gonna point that out. I knew you guys would both appreciate it.
I like how you
So-
can you're bringing back Mark II from like freaking 50 years ago.
One thing that I want to know is if you know how they're gonna have layered armor, right? But I want to know if that applies only to non-power armor, because the power armor system is going to be a little different from the regular armor system, I'm assuming.
Right.
So I'm wondering if you can have layered, like put other things on top of your power armor, like camouflage maybe, or, you know, like things like that, if it's going to apply to both systems.
On your shoulder.
There were mods. If you could see on the picture where it says current mods, there's mods for the armors. So maybe that'll be like the sort of layered thing. Instead of layers, you can put mods. Like there's one of them I think has like a flashlight, like on the D51 helmet.
that'd be
It had, like
cool.
a flashlight or something
was
on
that
it.
the one featured in the like? news
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the one
jetpacks and
featured in like
everything?
the with the jetpacks, like had like a
When he's-
functioning helmet,
yeah,
the
yeah,
light.
That was
Like
the
climbing
T60
in.
and it's jetpack.
That's right.
Yeah, T60.
One thing.
Yeah,
I
also
wanted
they
to
made that T60 new power armor.
is
Yeah, see, I got that in the Fallout Shelter game.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of new ones.
Weight? Did you look at the giant ass power armor? Take a look at the weight. Modest 15 pounds we got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, 15.7 value,
945.
945.
Maybe that's for the leg. Maybe that's for the leg. 'Cause
Yeah,
it-
maybe that's just that.
Oh yeah, it's probably just
Yeah.
a leg.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
alright.
That is a heavy
That
leg.
leg
You guys
alone is
swole.
worth 900.
But I mean,
caps.
the power armor has like muscle not augmentations, but like it has like hydraulics in the
Servos.
limbs and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not the one who's moving it mostly. It's
You're
itself
not
like
gonna
moving.
you're not gonna have a problem. It's probably gonna be more like 5 pounds.
That's probably just for the inventory's sake.
Yeah, because the inventory is still like 220 pounds is like a big inventory.
This is like
Yeah.
just call it. All you have to do is multiply the actual weight by 100 times.
And another thing you'll notice is that like the radiation scaling is a lot different, because if you see the
Yeah.
resistance radiation 150, well that's way more than you'd ever need. In.
Yeah, and like Fallout 3 and New Vegas, that'd be like
Sequence.
immune.
So I
didn't
feel like
even
it's gonna be
notice
a little different scaled a little different.
Yeah.
Maybe this is going to be really critical. It's going to be really critical.
Really
I'm sorry, I like to get my hands in.
Oh man. Pleasure moans.
Maybe this is going to be really critical to traversing the glow. Because maybe there's going to be. The only way to traverse the glow will be with power armor or like super high tech radiation.
Yeah,
Because just
advanced
regular-
radiation suit.
Regular
So
clothing,
critical.
you'll just die instantly.
Yeah, just like melt away.
Oh god. What if you could become a ghoul? People always talk about this, but that's
That
something
would
I
have
have
to
to bring
change
up.
so much for that to work.
They would.
They don't even have voice acting for that though.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So going back on that subject of armor layers, if you look in the trailer, there's a few different times where the vault suit he has changes how it looks. Like
Yeah, like as it like goes on longer.
You know, that's what I was asking though. If that same system is gonna transfer into power armor, like because they're two different systems, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and he had different layers too. Like one of them he had like simple leather armor, like the Vault Dweller did, and then one of them he had like fiber plastic glass, like combat armor on.
It'd be awesome if you could wear a
Remind me of
medical
Lakers.
brace and like look like Mad Max, like put a
Yeah,
medical
you
brace
wear-
on your
look
knee,
like
teddy
Mad
bear
Max.
helmet, that's for sure.
some leather armor and a medical brace.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And a dress.
And a dress.
Yeah, the
He still
dress.
looks
No,
snazzy
that's
as-
actually that's a thing though, because you can wear outfits of the opposite sex. Unlike the other ones, they would change depending on what you wore.
The only one I ever saw that did it was the bonnet. The bonnet that you could wear. in
Yeah,
the other Fallout game had no other gendered version of it.
yeah. So like that's a small thing, but I think that's a cool thing. If you're a guy and you want to wear a dress, you can wear a dress. It's like
That
a,
is
like
cool.
a suit.
I never
See,
thought.
I made a
Yeah.
mod for that. Damn it.
Yeah. You guys want to move on to our next picture?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Right,
compensated. Ooh, compensated for something.
Compensated pipe rifle.
Dude,
And again with the weight, this is 4.6 pounds. So if this
What
rifle
is-
weighs like that much,
What does compensated
the weight
even
is-
mean though? That's what I want to know.
That means that there's decreased spread, I believe,
Yeah.
on some muzzle attachment.
Yeah,
It's like that little thing. Because
I'm
it
not
looks
gonna-
like
spread
it says
thing.
compensator, and there's a green silhouette.
Yeah.
yeah.
When I saw this, this is the most intriguing gun. I mean, it kind of, I don't know whether it's going to act kind of like the railway rifle, but I don't know about y'all, but like, I've got serious nostalgia for that gun. And I hope
Yeah.
it's
Great
some
weapon.
kind of projectile like that.
I felt
think
like
we-
when they announced how many guns there were going to be, like 50 base guns, like I know there's over like 700 modifications or whatever, but I feel like in terms of how many base guns there are, it's a little like low in number.
Yeah,
well,
but that's probably because you can just make your own.
Good
Yeah,
mods.
and I know they probably balance it that way, but like I want to see having a bunch of different guns and then being able to modify those guns a bunch of different ways. And they did
Wow.
they do have quite a few. I mean, 50 is quite a lot, but I feel like New Vegas had more than that.
I
It
wonder.
did,
But a lot of
how
New
they-
Vegas guns were just normal, real life guns.
Right.
And then I also
I
feel
wonder how
that
they're gonna play special guns though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, are you gonna be able to mod those or?
Oh, like the
are they
unique
even-
weapons?
Or is,
Yeah,
is there
yeah,
gonna be like New
yeah.
Vegas where it's like these are?
But
already
is there
modded,
going to
you
be
can't do
any
anything.
unique weapons?
That's
though?
what I'm saying. Yeah. Like,
Oh,
Exactly.
are they
there's
even gonna
definitely
do
gonna be
this?
unique
There gotta
weapons.
be unique weapons.
Well,
There's
yeah.
gonna be
I
unique
mean,
lots of
that's pretty
things.
Maybe
He's-
certain weapons only have a certain modification that only that can have because it's like unique. Like
Okay.
this is my personal one that I've made.
Right. I don't
You
think they
can't put this on any
ever
random
say
rifle.
in like any trailer or just since the game's not even out yet. I don't think they'd ever announce how many just weapons total are going to be in the game. But I think they're saying that there's 50 weapons which are going to be ultra customizable. But I think there's got to be at least 50 more weapons that you can put things like just silencers, scopes, and extended.
Yeah, like the
I feel like
the sniper rifle he
DLCs
was using.
Are gonna
Yeah.
add a lot more. I think they're gonna have at
Yeah,
least one
DLCs are probably gonna have like
large
super unique
weapon
weapons.
pack like Gunrunner's Arsenal was.
Yep. I say, something I was kind of wondering about with this whole thing is, for these weapons, are we gonna see like things?
Ooh,
like,
dog meat.
with these modified weapons, I'm wondering if this is going to be how they introduce microtransactions to Fallout. If they're not going to do it with mods, is it going to
They're gonna do it with weapon mods.
customizations?
I would just quit. I'd be done.
Yeah.
Like,
One last
let's
thing
say,
I'd like to say
pay
about
99
this.
cents for this camo, or pay 99 cents for this special bayonet that makes you look like a Revolutionary War soldier or something, blah blah blah.
That would be really flourish if they were doing that.
The stupid things.
That's really just pandering there.
Because I know it wouldn't be like generally that, just like an idea, just dumb stuff like that. But another thing I was wondering is, the laser Gatling gun and stuff like that. Oh, how's that gonna be? Is that gonna be like you just grab a laser pistol and like put certain stock on it? Oh, you got a laser minigun. Or blah blah blah.
It looked like it, to be totally honest.
Yeah.
It looked like
Yeah,
it was
because
just
they like
an automatic attachment.
And I saw the heavy stock, so I was like, is that what we use to make it?
I don't think they're gonna make that big of a jump.
yeah, because I know like laser pistol to laser rifle makes sense, but like laser rifle to Gatling laser wouldn't make sense.
There, that's the name.
Getting
Or
some
the day
good
name.
vibrations.
It'd be like attaching like 5 laser rifles all in a
To
circle
one.
and then like taping them together.
Well, with the automatic, you do that with 3. Look closer.
Ready to move on to our next one?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. In the very side of the page, it looks like we're actually going to be able to use the gun nut perk for actually affecting our weapon modifications.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It says like rank 1 or something.
Required rank gun nut. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, that's pretty cool. Actually, I never noticed that.
Laser snipers.
It depends on. I think it depends on your weapon because like the laser sniper one, the rank is 2 for science.
So
Yeah.
on the next
It's
picture,
like pair in science or something. What's up?
Yeah.
All right, we
are
go
we
on
in the
to
next picture?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's transition.
I think something interesting on this one that I was seeing is like all the different raw materials that you have to use. Like that's
Make
getting really,
modifications.
really basic. More basic
Adhesive,
than I thought it was gonna
fiberglass,
be.
glass.
Yeah.
Is that gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot more
I
basic.
really-
like, I thought it was
Gold,
gonna be.
wow.
You know, props to Todd Howard and how he really kind of, showed all of that too. Because I really did appreciate where they kind of went with it. Because I mean, yeah, you could collect things just to collect things, and let's be honest, I'm pretty sure all of us have probably done that with some item. But
Oh, yeah. All
I
stuff.
like the
Talk
fact
about
that
those.
they really have made every
Dinosaurs.
single item important to at least some aspect of the game. So I really like that. I think it's good.
It looks like from just the home building aspect or the village building part of it, that really anything in the game world can be broken down into scrap.
I kind
That's what they
of,
talked about.
I kind of don't like the building part. Like, I feel like it's too fast. It feels like,
Please, you're not even gonna wine and dine me first before you give me building?
it's like, it just appears. I wish there was like you could get someone to build it for you, and it takes like an hour
Like
or
piece by
something.
piece.
It was a
Yeah, I
little.
get what you mean because it's just instant. It's like Green
Reminds
Outline.
me
It's
a
like
lot of
boom
those new
house.
survival games that are coming out, where it's like you barely have anything, and then like there's little glowing outline of your
like rust.
whatever you're
You have to
building.
like it's
Yeah.
like put like the wood down. And you like.
But
hit
you
it
don't
with a hammer,
actually
it's like,
build
boop, boop,
it.
boop.
You just place the thing, and then the parts appear.
Yeah. Kind of like Fallout.
Probably slow it down though. Probably slow it down too much.
Put little green crystals over all your villagers' heads.
Alright. Well,
It just turns into a completely different game. You can never go back.
I feel like kind of the building is almost like its own mini game or experience in it. You know, I mean, like it really is when you boil it down to what it.
But I also
like,
feel like they're going to integrate it really a lot more than it
Right.
looks.
yeah.
It feels like
there's
an
certain
in-game
things
Fallout
only available
shelter.
to settlements.
Okay. Yeah. I like that Hellfire. That's good.
It feels like an end game because if you look on the thing, like there was like a happiness meter, like if the people in your like town were happy or
And what I'm
not.
wondering is, are you going to be able to build underground, like going down instead of
But
just
can you like
up?
build into your vault,
Yeah.
Really cool.
like recreate your vault as like an actual town?
We're getting on a little bit in time now, so I think we're gonna
Yeah.
fly
Okay, we go on to the next.
Speed through 'em.
I mean, a lot of these that I just I gathered, I just thought it would be sort of cool to
Yeah.
note something. So if you guys will like looking at this next one of this airship crashing, looks like it's the Pridwen, the Pridwen.
Yeah, the
I don't really know, but
Pride to win.
Pride
P
win?
R Y to win.
I'm
No,
sure
there could be something written before
Is
it, but
is that a Brotherhood of Steel symbol next to it?
Yep,
Lions
that's
kinda
Pride.
Yeah, that is a brother's
Yep.
symbol.
Lions Pride.
So
Plot twist.
yep, it looks like airship does belong to Brotherhood of Steel, and there's at least going to be just one part of the story that you could potentially do where you bring down the Brotherhood of
destroy
Steel's entire airship.
And
But
maybe
this
it
is
could
our
be
ship,
where
it's
the
like
idea
mapping.
is like
just
a
got
thing.
hijacked though, and you're on a mission to take it out. That
Oh,
could be a
could be.
possibility.
Does
but
that
the
look
raiders
like-
in this are a lot more bolder.
does that look like it's upside down? Because there was that one screenshot of that huge boat, and it was like upside down.
Yeah, it looks like the same one. If like looking at the way that kind of the part that Pridwen or whatever, where the word's written on, that looks kind of like the rim that was going around the ship, and you can see a little command center thing on the bottom.
Yeah, like near his shoulder.
And it could be just a name though. Like it's not doesn't necessarily have
Yeah.
to make sense to us because we've never played the game before. But maybe once we start playing the game, it'll make more sense.
It could be
Yeah,
a
but
We
definitely
may
Brotherhood
never
of Steel,
actually
though.
see it because of it being over 400 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
name of the new
To skip
Brotherhood.
over it, it's like, where's the
Oh my
ship?
gosh. Yeah. All right, guys. You want to go to the next one?
Yep,
Yeah.
let's do it. I picked this
So,
one
Synth
because
Assaulter.
Synth Assaulter looks like we're finally getting in some of that good Android goodness from the.
I would have thought you
Yeah.
would have picked this one because of the site that you can see on the.
Oh yeah, the red dot site
I
too.
like
That too.
I do like
Red
that.
Dot Site.
Very
Exciting.
interesting. Very
Also,
interesting.
just really quick, what do y'all? I know this was kind of talked about widely. What do y'all think about the new like color scheme and the new layout for the
For the HUD.
HUD? Yeah.
I think it's
I
awesome.
I like it a lot. I like it a
I
lot.
like it.
It
Do
fits
you
all
like
the
the
other new
Do you like the
stuff.
place marker being at the bottom?
Very
Yeah.
minimalistic. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, it's very. It doesn't interfere with like.
It was
what you're
kind of
seeing.
obnoxious to like have to look all the way in the bottom left corner every time you wanted to look at your compass and like stuff.
Yeah.
So now that's right there.
Now that it's center, I
Yeah.
think it works a little bit better for like turning, like just. Sort of-
Yeah.
not that that was a huge complaint, but I think it sort of streamlines
Add
things.
to the game.
I'm actually really, really happy with the crosshairs.
Yeah. I
hit markers.
And again, those will be. I mean, like in both the previous two, they're probably toggleable too. So I mean, I always play
Yeah.
with. I think. Yeah. I play.
I do, I always do.
Another thing that's kind of interesting about this picture. Oh, sorry. But
Oh no, you're good.
another thing that's interesting about it is it's like in a factory of some sorts. If you look like the red thing looks like maybe like a steam pipe or something.
Yeah, yeah.
On like a platform, then you see windows and you see sunlight coming in.
And it's like smoky. Maybe this is where they build the androids.
Yes. With kind of.
And it looks like the
ambiance
android's
of-
wearing like riot gear armor because you see like a shoulder
Yeah.
plate or something that's been
Yeah.
the arm got blown off below.
Shout out to Bethesda for the freaking lighting in this game. I
Yep.
love the
What,
lighting.
what
Oh
they
my
said
God.
was, like
Their new
Volumetric
engine.
lighting or something.
Yeah,
like
volumetric lighting.
Yeah, oh,
Dude, that is banging. They're
That's a bigger
killing
word
it
than
with
I
it.
can spell.
Did
I
you
don't
guys see the water in the E3 play?
Yes.
I was
looks so
freaking
good.
out.
Beautiful. I
And
can't.
I think I,
can't
can
wait.
kind of understand what volumetric means. I don't want to like say what I think it means, but
Do it. Go for it.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Also, we're scooting on to the next picture now, but do your volumetricamisms.
Yeah.
I think volumetric refers to like, whereas in previous titles it was like, it doesn't matter where you were in the world or in like a specific room, the lighting was like the same throughout. But I think by volumetric, what they're referring to is like Windows, for instance, will now if they have light streaming through, will now cause that area to specifically be like more lit up. And I think like volumetric refers to like different, like certain smaller spaces within a larger space being lighted differently depending on the environmental factors that apply to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, as a modder, God, my biggest thing was trying to get my ENBs, like, just, perfect to where I want my lighting. And, I mean, I pushed the heck out of Black and Ruby, both for Fallout 3, just to get that stuff. And I feel like I had to tinker more on that game. But I huge shout out to this game's lighting. I
think they're going to
also modding possibilities are insane in this one.
Oh yeah,
pre-war, entire pre-war cities can be built.
Something I wanted to point out in the in our next picture. There's just a few things.
Some random bird.
Hermit crab.
There's like some random bird.
It's like a cool
seagull. You get a better look at that sort of Raider Juggernaut armor.
Oh, is that the like cage thing?
Yeah.
Sort of a helmet space. We see a guy.
Looks like electric sort of things on it.
Kind of looks like they made it out of shopping carts.
Yeah. It reminds me a lot of like the behemoth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing.
Also,
there's like some person like in the top middle has like a rake.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was like, is that a golf club or a rake?
We got Mirelurk Queens, which are gargantuan, but then so we got this little guy, and we sort of saw him on the beach earlier in like the release trailer. Maybe we got ourselves a little Mirelurk princess, just a little baby
Mirelurk princess.
Mirelurk princesses. Look at.
There's also a queen wool rat in the next one.
Yeah.
The like soft shell.
She looks horrifying.
Having ghoulified birds would be pretty awesome.
Oh my god! In that picture, it says add vomit attack on the queen mole rat.
Yeah, on the next picture.
That's horrible. That looks like a centaur.
Green thing.
Those freaking aliens.
That's disgusting.
It's gonna be like crows. You're gonna be like running away from like these birds attacking you.
We've got giant, terrifying mosquitoes that inject you with smiles.
Blood bugs.
On the far right of the picture with the queen mole rat, kind of looks like some kinky stuff over there in the far right.
He has some like sort of tying up thing.
Egg stuff going on.
But also aliens.
How you just like it looks like a belt and something poking out. I don't know how you got kinky from that, but
Yeah.
But
I'm just making assumptions here. We're just making assumptions.
And above the aliens, it looks like we got like a Brotherhood Tactics kind of style of like
armor.
Soldier armor.
Yeah.
With like the capes.
Check out in the middle, right above what looks like, whatever that armor is. It looks like that maybe could be like some sort of stealth suit or riot armor, but right above it, is that an android exoskeleton or something? Or endoskeleton?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah,
I was looking at it.
That doesn't look human.
Small.
Yeah, the shoulder portions look all wrong, but what if...
It kind of looks like his eyes are in his chest. Like, what are those little...
It looks like those freaking things from like WALL-E, where it has like the alarm on top of it, and it has like the screen in the middle.
And like the eyes are in the middle of his body.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at his legs, he has like some weird. That's definitely not human. That's like a robot of sorts.
Maybe we got some new Robco inventions coming our way.
I wanted to put it out there. There's like a mech suit in the bottom middle, like a huge mech suit.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the Raider like classes, because like that's what it looks like. It looks huge though.
I want to point out right beside like the stealth suit, there's like looks like a Raider holding a machete or something, and like
that's like some crazy machete. It looks like it has barbed wire on it even.
Yeah. And it's wearing like armor.
That's gonna be so. One thing that I noticed in some parts of the trailer, you can see like when he's fighting the super mutants in the building and there's the grenade tickers going off. It looks like we actually may have some environment that's destructible. I don't know.
Yeah, because he like shoots through. Even in the one with the power armor, he like shoots through like a wooden post and it actually gets like jacked up.
Yeah, and that leads me to think, what if? Because it looks like when he's fighting the Synth Warrior and maybe even some Raiders too. What if some of these bigger, heavier armors have destructible pieces?
Pretty awesome.
It
All
looks
right, to our next picture.
there were pieces coming off of the synth, and at least one of the
Yeah, one of his arms got like blown off.
Yeah.
Now,
Man, the next picture is pretty awesome.
this-
You can see like
Yeah.
Yeah,
the,
you got
The
the
next
laser
picture,
musket,
we got
the
Brother
revolutionary
of Steel.
and
You got a Brotherhood of Steel guy. Well, it looks like the guy from the gameplay trailer, the one black guy.
it looks like airship dogfighting in the background.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I was about to
there's-
point
yeah.
out. The upside
And
down
there's
ship
definitely
thing.
there's a vertibird attacking an airship.
That'd be super awesome.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
Hey, the,
Oh,
hey,
don't
the
even get me
airships might
started.
belong to the Institute then.
Yeah, maybe because this is a
Probably.
Brother of Steel
Yeah.
soldier to the left of him, so maybe they're attacking it.
Now,
Like how the
honestly,
dog's just
that-
standing there doing nothing.
The
that'd be
dude in the
sick with
Revolutionary War outfit. That leads me to think, like, this is what
Maybe
I
he's a
think is
companion.
gonna be a new faction. Maybe he's a companion, but it looks like we've seen some of these guys in these colonial-looking outfits just briefly,
Yeah,
just a little bit. We did see Mysterious Stranger guy, who also was a bit part android, wearing
Yeah.
like a
Yep.
long coat and a hat.
And maybe the
This is all-
revolutionary looking guys are who is like the representation of the railroad or whatever from Fallout 3.
yeah,
They reference
yeah. That's
that.
true.
I wonder how they're going to be played out in.
Because
Fallout 4.
if it's true that the Brotherhood is at conflict with the Institute, then maybe this is some big final conclusive battle of the game where Brotherhood and Railway are teaming up with the player to like assault the Institute.
Yeah, to just take him out. All right,
You
so
guys
we're
want
on
to
our
scroll down
next
to our final picture now?
freaking
I think I'm most
Pirate.
excited about this.
red coat.
Pirate redcoats and Fallout 4.
At
Yeah,
in the top
disgusting
middle,
rat.
it has like Assassin's Creed-esque outfits.
Yeah, they've got like all these weird different headpieces.
Fallout
Man,
4.
those mole rats are looking freaky.
Yeah, those mole rats are
They're,
disgusting.
they're like veiny and like
Dude, yeah, they're-
like flappy.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of hairstyles too. To the left,
Mhm.
looks like we're gonna have a lot of options.
The mole rats from previous games were kind of not really
They were like
intimidating.
useless. It's like
If they weren't naked and like disgusting, they almost were kind of cute.
What if
Yeah.
Snuffles.
Snuffles.
Shout out to Snuffles.
Pirate Man in the middle is what if he's one of the new ghouls? He looks kind of ghoulish. He's missing like
He
Yeah.
looks disgusting.
Maybe
So
he's just a glorified revolutionary dude.
He
Remnant-
survived like
Red
that
coat.
many
Yeah,
years.
he's-
No, I mean like the dudes in the last picture that were in like the revolutionary clothes.
yeah.
But they didn't look as creepy as this dude did. Or at least
Maybe
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a
previous
yeah.
picture.
virus or
This
something.
guy looks like a jacked up pirate zombie creature thing. Like he
It
looks
looks like he's
horrifying.
had his face cut open and he just had like his nice man witch.
Like maybe there's a
His teeth
virus
are
that
freaking
pops up
jacked
in
up.
the game that like
And-
Yeah,
infects
'cause
them and
that's
turns them
true.
into a savage.
The ghouls that we saw
It doesn't
in
really look ghoul.
the trailer looked a lot different than previous games.
Yes.
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah, maybe it could be because there was a plague before the war, and that was like some really jacked up stuff. And they're like, "Oh, we can cure this with
Oh
FEG,"
yeah,
and
maybe
then,
it's like
terrible
a
things
result
happen.
of the what's the pink cloud from Dead Money? That was pretty
Oh, yeah, that's
spread
what-
up in
yeah.
the
Oh, just the cloud.
yeah.
Yeah, what if it's
Which
like
does
a
some
ghost
different
person
things
without his
than
freaking
radiation.
mask on?
They're just like, no, guys, we're not ripping off of New Vegas. It's called The Mist in this game.
Just a
like the two
massive-
movies, it's like this is the fog and this is the mist. They aren't the same at all.
But like,
It's a
can you even
massive
say it's ripping
revolutionary
off when
dollar.
it's like the same series?
This is true,
Yeah.
but it was by Obsidian.
But Obsidian was like everything was licensed by Bethesda, so they cleared
True.
everything. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
I think
Well-
it's time to move into our final
Okay.
segment, the most anticipated story of the week or 2 weeks, depending on how often we do this. It may be never again, but probably it will.
Yep.
Maybe different.
Depending on how this
Alright.
goes. Hopefully this is suitable content for YouTube.
I think we all hate each other.
Fluid
Yeah.
Thoughts brought to you by Sharon.
Whatever.
All right, are we ready for my
Should I
Mephisto
give a
create-
little bit of
yeah, give a little bit of
Sure.
background.
Yep.
Give some background.
Okay, so we decided, sort of as a collective here at Radiation Kings, beloved Radiation King Studios, that we wanted something sort of fun and goofy to end all of our long ass podcasts with. So,
Now known as that.
yes. So we decided what we were going to do is pick some story, root it somewhat loosely in Fallout lore, and we would make it progress through at least as many of our podcasts as it takes for everyone to write one portion of the story so that it kind of revolves around what each of us contributes to the story. So Mike, Enclave Hellfire, he's starting off our story. So we're gonna go to him, and we're all very.
All right, so I've been working on this for a few days. I finished it today after my English final. So, all right.
Woo.
So that's about Fisto. That'll give you basic thing. Okay, and this is from your point of view. You are the person. All right.
Because you always have your hands in everything.
Yeah, there. Fisto has his hands in you. All right.
God.
All right, here you go. You've been waiting for years for this opportunity. You've heard the stories, rumors mostly, about the all-powerful sex god Fisto. You have finally made it to Freeside after many weeks of traveling. You ask around, being sent over to the Atomic Wrangler. You push open the doors and a blast of oil and booze hits your nose. You gag from the strong scent of Fisto's hot, oily cream. Your eyes water up quickly, but you learn to love the smell. You follow the trail of oily footprints. You turn the corner, and there he is, in all his metal glory. Fisto. The rumors were all true. Quickly, you run up to him. Fisto was programmed to please, he says to you. You nearly die right there from anticipation. The strong smell of oil, his heavenly voice, it's nearly too much for you to bear. After you recover, you hastily pay him his 15 caps. Slowly he leads you up to the corner room, struggling to get up the stairs. You drop your pants. Please assume the position, he whispers into your ear. You bend over, sweating with excitement.
I'm already sweating with you.
You tell him to activate his vibration mode. You hear a soft buzzing sound and you know it's time. Suddenly you feel his cold metal embrace entering you. You shiver and grip onto the sheets. He thrusts in and out of you. It tears up your insides. Anything for Fisto, you whisper to yourself. Suddenly he fills you with his thick, oily love and whispers to you, numbness will subside shortly. Numbness will subside shortly, he says as he stumbles out, leaving you there, panting, nearly swoon. After a few moments, you stand up. Numbness has subsided, as he said it would. Your legs are weak and shaky. You lift up your pants and you stumble down to the bar, getting ready for round 2, and that's where it ends off.
All right.
NSFW much?
Yep.
Yeah.
Are we even going to be able to put this on YouTube?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, there's been Shrek is Love is worse.
I say there was a video of a dude getting shot in the head once, so
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube is pretty.
As long as Sharon doesn't put like Fallout porn into this video.
Yeah, no Fisto porn.
I have my ways.
we don't. As long as a little kid watches it and goes, "Mommy, what's warm, oily juices?"
What's warm, oily love?
Oh my god, it's gonna be like Pleasure Moons all over again. We're gonna have like
Pleasure
suburban moms attacking us.
We don't even have a following yet. This is what's going to determine our audience.
Oh
We're
god.
gonna just be we're gonna have the worst audience ever. Just
We're gonna have
trash.
like all of the scum of
Pedophiles.
the internet watching.
Yeah.
this.
We're gonna have like the 50 Shades of Grey people.
They're all just gonna skip to the end to listen to the fan fictions of
Just to you,
people getting
Mike.
butt.
They're
So
gonna
we're
be
gonna
like,
have either
"Get that
Fallout
book,
Psycho fans or
Wow.
Psycho
His
fans.
entire following.
Shout out.
shout
I
out.
love jokes.
Watch our videos.
Shout out to ourselves.
Yep.
Oh jeez, all right.
Do we
Anyways,
want to
guys,
say our names again so they
sure.
can
Okay, sure. Let's do it.
recognize the voices?
My name is Sharon as Karen. I played the part of Sharon in this podcast. And yeah, that's who I am. So, kisses.
I'm Taylor. I'm really boring. You can find better stories out of a free sex junkie. Oh god, Arcade's gonna hate me.
She stole that.
I know. I did that just to irritate Arcade. She's gonna be watching this and she's gonna be like, "You son of a bitch."
We love you, Arcade. We love you.
Kisses. What?
Kisses.
All right.
She just doesn't.
She's just never gonna watch this crap. I'm Mike. I'm the one who wrote Fisto as Love.
We give him your money for future fan fiction.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Pay me.
Yes.
Pay me at Enclave Hellfire. I'll give you my PayPal. You can send me money. I'll start writing these for you.
It's a. I'm McLovin.
Yep.
I'm so disgusted with myself.
I'm
I was
Fallout
not
Universe.
expecting them to get that bad.
See, Mike, I give you my money, but currently I'm trying to get this Nigerian prince who's been emailing me back on his feet. So.
Oh my god.
He's got like a bunch of gold to give to you, right? Like buckets of gold.
Yeah. He needs to reclaim the throne, though.
Some Saudi Arabian prince.
God, I hate that email.
Fisto is his name.
Sorry, Universe. I think you got cut off a little bit by our rambling.
I'm Fallout Universe. Thanks, guys.
10 out of 10, like Sky with guns.
Can we say just
7
all
out of
of
10 would recommend to a friend.
We're not going to say that thing that you're going to say, you want to say, Taylor, because someone already uses that as their catchphrase whenever they end their YouTube videos.
Good thing we did not mention a certain super mutant cosplaying person.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah, we're
It's
not going
never
there.
too late to say never, but no.
Hulk,
Scorpion porn?
he's gonna watch this and he's gonna be listening for it. He's gonna be like, I knew it. They said something about it.
Hey, he's not gonna know who we're referencing there.
Yeah.
He's gonna know.
True. Alright, guys. Anyway, I'm Francesco, otherwise known as Fallout Archives on Instagram. I had my hands in everything today, and doctors hate me, but you can find out the secret in 4 to 6 weeks. And yeah, that's
Click
about
this
it.
link. Has science
No
gone too
credit
far?
card, no sign up.
No,
Has science gone too far?
Stick your hands in everything.
in everything.
That's his method. That's his method to
Assuming the
immortality. Just shove your hands in everything.
You suck the life out of various
Just go up to
things.
people and just like shove your hand inside of
That's
them.
not the
your
only
hand
thing he sucks out of.
Remember, children.
What's our thing? How do we end our podcast?
Remember, children. Stay in school and don't get into scorpion porn.
Pleasure moan.
Thank you guys from everyone here at Radiation Kings. We appreciate y'all tuning in today. Hopefully this isn't boring you to death with us rambling on for an hour, but we love y'all.
It's like
Check
an
us
hour
out
and
on
a half.
Instagram.
Yeah, it's an hour and 36 minutes
Yeah,
right
I
now.
know. I totally bullshitted that time. I didn't know how long it had been. Anyway,
An hour sounds good.
there we go. An hour. Yeah.
Feels like it's
we'll
been
try
7.
and put it in an hour next time. Let's try that.
It'll never happen.
No, it'll never happen.
Okay, I'm stopping the recording now.
All right,
Every
guys.
video is gonna be YouTube.
Alright.
Sharon, do your catchy jingle at the end or
That
some
was
shit.
pretty cool. I like that.